With Darrelle Revis in trouble off the field after an altercation in his hometown of Pittsburgh. The 31-year-old Revis is being charged with robbery, terroristic threats, conspiracy, and aggravated assault. The charges are stemming from an early morning altercation over the weekend. A warrant for his arrest has been issued, and Revis will turn himself into police. Now, Blaine Jones Law, who is representing Revis, released this statement before the charges were announced later tonight. Quote, Mr. Revis came home to Pittsburgh this past weekend to visit family and friends. During that time, Mr. Revis went by a location in the south side that he is in the process of developing. Mr. Revis was physically assaulted while at that location by a group of at least 5 people. Mr. Revis feared for his safety and retreated from the aggressors. Mr. Revis was not arrested after this incident. Mr. Revis sought medical attention as a result of the aforementioned attack. Now, for more on this developing story, here's our SNY NFL insider, Ralph Vacchiano.
This situation doesn't look very good for Jets cornerback Darrelle Revis, but it always is important to pause when things like this happen because we don't know all the facts, and sometimes the first reports we get don't turn out to be the whole story. The problem, though, is the Jets need to make a decision on Revis's future with the team quickly, by March 11th when he's due a $2 million bonus, and really by March 9th when free agency starts. Now, chances are he wasn't going to stay with the Jets anyway. He's too old, too expensive, and his skills were beginning to diminish. But this situation might push it over the edge because the Jets can't afford to stand by him and risk the chance that more details will come out later and this situation will prove to be worse than it looks now. So chances are this situation is going to be enough to make sure that Darrelle Revis will be an ex-Jet come March, which might have been the way this situation was heading anyway, even before this incident occurred.
The Jets released a short statement saying, quote, we are aware of the incident and have spoken to Darrelle. And with that, it's time for Double Take with Mark Malusis and Sal Licata. Gentlemen, let's pick up where Ralph left off. No matter what comes out of this story, has Darrelle Revis played his final game with the Jets?
Yeah, regardless of this incident, I thought his days in a Jet uniform were over, Sal, because, number one, the juice is no longer worth the squeeze. When I'm going to be paying Darrelle Revis as an elite-level cornerback, he's no longer that caliber of player. And you look at it, the head coach, Todd Bowles, needs those type of cornerbacks in order to go out there and play the defense, and I don't know, or I don't have the confidence to go out there and pay Darrelle Revis. I don't think he's going to go out there and play ball with me and take a significant pay cut to move him to the safety spot. So this is a bad incident out in Pittsburgh. There's no question about it, and we'll see exactly where the truth does lie. But even before that, when this season went final in 2016, I thought Revis's days in a Jet uniform were over.
Right. We don't want to overlook the incident, but we also don't know all the details, so you can't say, well, he should have been out there, he should have been doing this. It doesn't look good, certainly. You shouldn't put yourself in that spot, but let's forget that for 1 second. I'm with you. He had bad performance this year, really bad performance this year, and even worse than that to me was the attitude. It seemed like he didn't care enough at times. Oh, well, you know what, whatever, I got beat, we're getting beat. That's not what you want from a guy. You're paying that much money and a guy who's supposed to be a leader. So I thought this a long time ago, like you, before this incident, they should move on from Darrelle Revis.
All right, well, let's put this all in one big picture here, because you guys mentioned the skills are diminishing, maybe the attitude's gone. He's made a boatload of money with all his renegotiations. He could be in trouble facing a suspension here. Is he done?
No, well, listen, I think it's up to Revis. I think a team would take a gamble on Darrelle Revis if he's willing to go out there and play football at a really reduced number. Now, the issue with Revis in the past has been he's always want to go out there and get paid, and he has to have the understanding right now, as he talked about time and time again throughout this past season, as Sal just articulated, how many times did he tell you how old he is? He has to have the understanding of his place in the NFL right now. Revis Island is a long time ago. That has now been retired. Is he willing to go out there and play for the love of game and play at a severely reduced number than what he's accustomed to making? If he is, I think there will be a team that gives him a job.
Right, and that's the question. Does he want to play? We know he'll take a paycheck, but does he want to play with some passion out there? And if you're a team looking to sign Darrelle Revis, you have to have major questions about that because he doesn't seem like a guy that really is passionate about playing football anymore.